This point, mediums. How important do you think mediums are?
Well, an investigation like this, I think mediums can be very, very helpful. Mediums or psychics, or sometimes they describe themselves as sensitives, are people who can often go into these locations and seem to pick up something from the environment. We don't really know exactly what it is they're picking up on, but they seem to pick up on something and maybe tell us something about the experiences that people have been having. So tonight we have a gentleman called Derek Okora who's going to play that role.
OK, well, more about him a little later on. Let's hand over now to Yvette.
Now, most people think that when you do a live television programme, people just turn up with all the cameras and the crew and the cabling. It's not like that, especially for Most Haunted. We've had to come here a few days beforehand. We've had to do lots of experiments. They're called baseline experiments. We need to know about the history. We need to know about the ghosts. We need all this information together so we can start our investigation. And when Derek Okora joins us, we'll have everything in place to be able to begin. So, you need to see exactly what we already know. This is the history and the tales of the ghosts of Dudley Castle. Grey Lady, the Black Monk, poltergeist activity and the spectre of a medieval woman. These are just a few of the reported ghost sightings here at Dudley Castle.
Dudley Castle stands over the town on a limestone hill. The castle, now a ruin, dates back to 1071. It was a royalist stronghold that suffered badly in 1646. A labyrinth of coal mines, quarries and canals run beneath the castle, which brought many deaths and injuries to miners during the Industrial Revolution. The castle grounds are now a zoo, but with such a tragic history, it's not surprising that it is one of the most haunted places in the Midlands.
Dudley's very worthy of investigation. I think that this place holds all the ingredients of a very haunted place. Reasons being, number one, it's been around certainly since 1071. It's been the scene of siege, of death, of plague, of anguish, torture, and you've even got witchcraft connected with the place. So it's an absolutely ideal place for looking for ghosts.
So to start our hunt for the paranormal, our investigators David Scanlon and Vicky Purewell began the baseline tests. Every inch of the castle has to be thoroughly searched and tested to gain normal average readings of temperatures, noises and EMF recordings. Once creaking floors, doors and drafts have been accounted for and no stone has been left unturned, the baseline test is complete.
There are quite a few ghost stories surrounding the property and the castle. I mean, there's 5 or 6 that we've been able to account for. One of the most interesting parts of the ghost stories surrounding Dudley Castle is the legend surrounding a coffin where a pair of legs appear. Now, this coffin is actually in part of the museum where it's joined together, but the coffin pieces are 2 separate coffins. The torso region is from another coffin, and the leg region is from another person's coffin. Now, on frequent occasions, a pair of legs have been seen appearing in the bottom half of the coffin, but no torso. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of us can witness that.
There are so many stories of alleged sightings or witnessed hauntings here that it would be very difficult to light on one and decide, God, it would be fantastic if that happened. The other thing, of course, is that people who are here may have experiences which aren't witnessed by the viewer at home or the audience here, because as people who have investigated here in the past know only too well, very often the camera equipment, the sound equipment, whatever, just fails completely.
Invariably with scientific experiments, once you've got all your equipment in place, you've got your professionals in place, nothing happens. And when you haven't got the equipment there, paranormal events occur. So it's difficult to say, we may get something tonight, we may get nothing. But it'll be interesting to see how we go, and we'll have a look at the data afterwards.
Dudley Castle seems to have all the criteria for a haunted location, but will it live up to its expectations on this particular night, Halloween? Well, there is a coffin over here, and it's said that a pair of ghostly legs are seen on regular occasions, not just by staff, but also by visiting people as well. So we're going to start off here in the Undercroft. We've got the Most Haunted crew here with us. We've got some faces that you'll recognise. We've got Vicky, David, our paranormal investigators. We've got the lovely Carl and Stuart, and we've got all kinds of people here, and Rick as well. lots of people around. Now, I think the best thing to do to start off here is I think we need to dim the lights. So can we take the lights down, please, everybody? We take the lights down, all the way down. Okay? Now, it has been proven on Most Haunted, when we have done our investigations, that ghosts apparently don't like light, or they like very low lighting. So what I think we should do, and the audience outside as well, if you want to, I think because it's Halloween, we've got to take the atmosphere down a little bit if we're going to try and catch anything paranormal at all. Now, normally we would do this on night vision cameras. We've got them here. And Craig, who's our cameraman, is going to have a look round. Normally, what we're going to try and look for is light anomalies. Now, these are termed as orbs. They are found an awful lot in supposed haunted locations. So we're going to try and see if we can find any paranormal activity here in the Undercroft. And I think the best place to start with is to come over here towards the coffin. This room has got a really... It smells very musty, smells very, very old, and cold spots are often felt here as well. So if our paranormal investigators as well, if you want to go around with your EMF recordings as well, let's take the level down a little bit. So if everybody can be very, very quiet. Okay. Apparently 32% of our callers are saying that the Undercroft is the most paranormal place at the moment. Any EMF recordings there?
None at all, not even a minor fluctuation.
Not at all. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a speak here. Most people think, oh, for goodness sake, if you're a skeptic, you think this is a load of old nonsense, but it has been proven to work. So if we're all quiet. Is there anybody here in this room with us? Can you please make yourself known by moving something, making a noise? Show yourself by light. Touch a member of the crew. They don't mind. If anybody in the audience at all experiences anything at all, put your hand up. Shout. Last year, somebody actually saw, well, more than quite a few people, a group of people, saw one of the ghosts here at Dudley Castle. You may be lucky. I'm going to now get into the coffin. Do you think I should get into the coffin?
Got nothing to lose.
I've got nothing to lose. I don't know if I quite like this. I don't really know if I want to do this at all. What, do you think I should get in the coffin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, God, Bennett. I've never ever been in a coffin before. Okay. Okay, David, I am now lying in a coffin.
Now, we talked about a medium. It's time to introduce him. He is a medium, he's a clairvoyant, he's a clairaudient. Please really welcome Derek Akora. Derek, David, how are you? Very, very well. Fantastic to see you here in Dudley Castle tonight. Now, you knew you were coming to Dudley Castle tonight.
Yes, I did, yes.
What more do you know about tonight?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. What I am feeling is this overwhelming energy, spiritual and psychic energy of activity, here in the grounds, to the back of me, to the front of me. And I'm so feeling of exhilaration.
OK, two quick questions.
Yeah.
Firstly, are we in the right place? And secondly, Halloween, the right time?
We're in the right place, the right location, and most certainly Halloween, yes.
Derek, please will you go and join Yvette in the Undercroft?
Yes, I will. Thanks, David.
Now, Derek Acora is going in to join Yvette Fielding. You can see him as he's walking into the Undercroft. This is a first for British television. It is completely unrehearsed. I can tell